Hello everybody, how are we? My name is Unicorn Pandu. Welcome back to another video. So Chantal uploaded another video. It's called My Favorite Persian Kebab and Rice Mukbang. So I guess let's see what Chantal has to say today, shall we?
Hello, foodie beauties. Well, hello! Assalamu alaikum! Welcome back, people! I'm super hyper and you're gonna get it.
And I wonder why you're super hyper and we're gonna get it. And number two, when do we not get it from you, girlie? Come on.
And I'm super hungry as well. I have one of my favorite meals. I know I say that everything. I rotate my favorite foods. That's how it goes. So this is kebab.
Oh, or you could just like food. It's not that serious.
Kebab. Persian kebab. And yeah, I have myself a side of yogurt. I have a huge thing of yogurt in my fridge. I have some beans. This is stewed beans with tomato. Oh, they're so good. And the kebab, of course, with the rice, which is the saffron rice with these little berry things. And the kebab is underneath. We have to dig it out. And some fresh bread they make there. So, and I'm also having fruits to drink. It says made in Saudi Arabia. I don't know. Anyway, hi, baby girl. Okay, let's dig out these kebabs. Nice buttery rice. Yum. I love meat.
Well, too bad you're not getting any. What about your 1 year anniversary, huh? You're gonna mention that? Sorry, I had to.
Where's my other kebab, you? Here we go. And a huge tomato. A grilled tomato. So, let us say Bismillah. And dig in. Oh, with the beans. Dipping in the bread. As you can
Is she okay? What's wrong? Chantal, you don't act this weird normal. I mean, you don't act this erratic on video, usually. What happened? It's the one day after your anniversary, allegedly. What happened?
tell we haven't done groceries yet. That will be tonight. Inshallah. Yogurt? I love yogurt. Plain yogurt on savory food, of course. This grilled tomato is where it's at.
You usually don't show her eating. I don't. It's just like a whatever, Chantal eating. You're not missing much. But like, what the hell is going on?
So, I thought today, it's not for you, baby girl. She's like, what am I having? Oh, we also have some jir and lemon. I think this is arugula. Now, I thought we'd talk about tipping, tipping culture these days. Beauty sip.
Beauty sip is not a thing. Don't make it a thing. You tried to make it a thing. Please, for the love of God. There's enough beauty things enough. There's foodie beauty. That's enough beauty things and beauty by it. And there's enough, I promise.
Now, tipping culture is different in every country. Like here, it's a choice. You know, like it's not mandatory. And there's some countries that are like that. There's some countries that frown upon tipping. And then there's some countries who it's basically, like, in my opinion, a bit out of control. Like, I'm pretty sure Canada being one of those, US. Every time I think of the tipping issue, I think of the Reservoir Dogs movie, where Mr. Pink is like, Steve Buscemi is like, telling everyone off because you got a tip, and the other guy's like, I only tip if it's good service.
That would be Chantal. Like, there's no doubt in my mind that would be Chantal.
This sauce, oh. You guys ever had this kebab?
Again, I usually don't show Chantal eating. It's whatever, Chantal eating. But, like, it's worse today than usual. The fact that I can say that and come up with my own conclusion about how she's eating kebabs of all things. Yeah, guys, wow.
What do you guys think about tipping?
I mean, I wish that people would pay their employees enough to where they don't have to rely on tipping, right? But it's a very weird topic to come up with. I mean, hey, it's a topic, I guess, but I was not expecting tipping to be one of the topics today.
I think it's gotten out of hand with like 20% of your bill. Or, I mean, I don't know. It's just like,
So this is all just about Chantal not wanting to pay people money for things. That's what it all comes down to. If you guys were confused about why she's probably not super happy. Chantal, like, if you don't want to eat out, don't eat out. Go to another place. But, like, don't blame, like, the servers for it or be mad at the servers. It's not their fault. It's, like, their employers. Be mad at the people that hire these people and run these, like, these restaurants.
You're getting tipped extra money to do your job. Like, you're bringing me a Coke to the table. You're bringing my food from the kitchen to the table. Like, you're expected to do those things and you're expected to be nice. So don't be super nice and I'll just keep my 20%. 20%.
Imagine being this entitled. Well, you're doing your job. You're bringing my Coke to the table. Okay, well then stay at home and get your own, Coke at home. Then Jesus, who pissed in your kebabs?
That now it's like going up 25%. You see on the thing, you see, some restaurants make it mandatory to tip.
Chantal, it's set up to where if you don't tip, the server doesn't really get paid. The money primarily goes towards the companies. Be mad at the companies and don't be mad at, like, the server, which I feel like that she is. Just, it's all about money with this one, I swear. If you don't want to pay the extra money, fine. Stay at home then.
And the biggest argument I see is, how could you not tip a lot? Don't you know waiters only get paid like $4 an hour, $2 an hour? That's not true anymore.
Which I have no experience with this, to be fair, but I have a feeling that, like, that still is the case. If anyone has any experience or is currently, like, a server or anything of the sort in my comments, I would like to hear from you, because I haven't heard anything, like, revolutionary about, like, the service industry, like, revolutionizing the way that we tip or something. I have a feeling that's still pretty much the case, isn't it?
Maybe at one time some waiters, yes, but there's minimum wage, I think minimum wage is different for waiters. Here's the thing. You know what can fix this problem? How about the corporations or the businesses stop using customers to supplement waiters' incomes? Like, that's the problem.
Which I'm not saying I disagree with her, but, like, why is she also putting, like, the blame on the waiter of just, like, you're supposed to be doing this. You're supposed to be bringing my Coke to my table. Chantal, it's not the server's fault. It's the company's.
A tip is a tip. Something a little extra.
It's all about her, by the way. She's mad at the fact that she has to pay more. That's it. It's all about money with Chantal. She's mad that she has to spend more money to dine out. She just wants everything for free, if not, like, the cheapest way possible, and she's upset that she has to spend extra money.
Not supplementing the waiter's whole income. Like, paying them less just so they can get tips. Like, you can't rely, in my opinion, it's wrong to rely on that. Especially at rich chain restaurants, maybe a little mom and pop shop. Well, you still have to, like, budget to pay your waiters well. I mean, people will say, don't go out to eat if you can't afford to tip. Don't open a store if you can't afford to pay your employees. That's my, you know what I mean? Like, no. That's just so wrong, in my opinion.
Oh, well, do you know what I find not super right with the world, Chantal? The way that you treated your elderly cat.
I remember growing up, tip used to be so cheap, like $2-3 at the...
What did I say? She's mad because she has to spend more money for feeding her gullet. You're welcome. She's so easy to read, I swear.
Now it's like a whole thing on the transaction. Like, how much do you want to leave? 10, 15, 20? I don't even know if there is a 10 anymore. They keep upping it with... It's like, it shouldn't go up with inflation. What the heck? I don't know. And if you don't tip, like, 20%, you get reamed out by people. Like, you're so cheap. Like, they really give you heck.
And make your food at home.
Also wrong. Maybe the person really can only afford to pay for the meal. And it's not up to the customer to feel guilty that they can't subsidize the waiter's wages.
It's a broken system. I'm not gonna lie. It's definitely it's a broken system. It's the company's fault. But, like, also she's putting blame on, like, I don't know, like, the server for working that job also, and that, like, lumping in with that. It's not the waiter's fault, Chantal. If you can't afford it, don't go, I guess. But, like, ream the people that's in charge, not the poor employee that's just trying to, I don't know, like, pay their bills at the same time.
Or the waitress. You know what I mean? I don't know. And I mean that respectfully. I think waitresses and waiters and food servers, they do work hard. I think that you should pay them appropriately. It's a form of customer service. I used to get paid, some places like $12 an hour for customer service. So this could use some parm cheese. These beans. Well, I must have put my parm back. Sometimes I have an emergency parm laying around.
That is like the fattest thing I've ever heard, an emergency part.
So I'm not cheap, I'm not anti-tipping entirely, but I think it's gone far enough. Like a bit too far.
Well, Chantal, instead of complaining about it on the internet, why don't you use your audience, your voice, your views for something and try to make a difference with the world? Nope, I'm gonna just complain about while stuffing your face. That's what I thought.
Expectations, you know? Like tipping at drive-thrus, I don't know. If people want to give a tip, like, what am I tipping you for at a drive-thru? Handing me my coffee? Like, you know, the person making the coffee? That's your job. That's your job. So, to me...
Chantal, your job is sitting there and stuffing your face. How about instead of complaining about money that you obviously don't have, just shut up and eat your food? How about that? Ever thought about that? A lot of the times that sounds like the best course of action with you. For some reason, you can't seem to do that right.
The one who should be paying you to do your job is not the customer. It should be the especially something like, you know, a coffee chain. They make a lot of money and they can't afford to pay their employees more. The customers will handle it. Hi!
Did Saw like tip someone or something, and she's just mad like that money could have went towards me. Why is that person getting our money? That should have been towards me and our anniversary. Is that what happened? I don't. Knowing Chantal, I wouldn't be surprised.
So that just like, as Peter Griffin once said, that really grinds my gears. To see people like, what set this all off is I see TikTok videos, and I saw one woman. She worked with DoorDash, okay, and I don't know if you saw this clip. It was viral, and she was knocking at the guy's door, and she was saying she brought his delivery, and she was like, "Are you crazy? Like, do you know?" I'm paraphrasing. Do you know how far the restaurant is to your home? It's like 40 minutes, and you only tipped $8. Lady, $8 is a lot. And why take the assignment if it's too far? You can't, like, people are just relying on people tipping. It's so, like, you know, and like she was so just ungrateful about it, and like only $8. That's like symbolizes quickly how people see tipping nowadays, you know? Like it's just never enough, it seems. Because even if people tip $2, $2, $3, that adds up if you're working a full shift and every table gives you $2 to $3, which that's manageable for people to do, you know? So at the end of the day, if you're serving like, you know, it's an extra, let's say an extra 30 to 40 bucks a day, you know, a lot of people don't get 30 to 40 bucks a day over top of their salary just for doing their job. So anyway, the DoorDash woman who was complaining took the food back. She just left with the food. I can't believe that. Anyway, I definitely think it's on the employer. Pay them better, you know? Well, some businesses can't afford it. Some customers can't afford it, you know?
Then eat at home then. I also wish that like we can wave a magic wand and that entire system could be rewritten. That took me a while to get, right? And everything would be fine and perfect with that industry and service, but like it's not. Like it's going to be a thing probably for a while before something happens with it. If not, that entire system, you know, is obsolete and we find something else that could replace it with, yada yada yada. But like, come on, it's not going to change overnight. You shouldn't expect it to. And if you're having that many issues with service fees, then if you're that passionate about it, seek mental help. Like you should be like, you know, not super happy with it, but like to get this bothered by it's kind of concerning. If not, you're redirecting your anger towards that because something happened on your anniversary, which could be the case.
$2 to $3, yeah. But if you go out to eat and your bill's $80, that's like what, over $20 tip. I don't know, I'm bad at math, but it's a huge tip. That's like one meal. So you're tipping a whole meal just to go out and eat? I'll never do that again in my life. Sorry.
So you're not going to be tipping if you go out then? Okay.
No. You know what I mean? I'll get a lot of hate for that because most people are of the mind that, heck yeah, you should be tipping. I didn't say not to tip. Okay? Because we do. I'm just saying it's out of hand. I didn't say not to tip. People are of the mind that, heck yeah, you should be tipping. I didn't say not to tip. Okay.
But like you also said that you weren't going to be doing that anymore, insinuating that you're not going to be tipping.
Because we do. I'm just saying it's out of hand. And that's just my opinion. Are you pretty? Why do you like to watch me eat every single thing, even if you don't like it?
Because Chantal, you've trained the cat now to be like, oh my gosh, I might get food if I come over here. But now, of course, you're going to be blaming the cat like, why are you coming over here and watching me eat? And Chantal, you trained the cat to do that.
Really yummy. I love yogurt. I never used to like plain yogurt, unless it was used in like a sauce. Anyway, that's my opinion on the matter.
Since that's her only opinion about that, I'm gonna speed her up to a 1.5 because she's infuriating today more than usual.
Way out of hand. I know I eat the same foods a lot. You know you can trust it, you know? Are you guys adventurous? Like you like to try different things from a restaurant?
No, but I've told the story before when I went up to Pigeon Forge with family on vacation the entire time. And there's no reason behind it. I'm not like, oh my gosh, I'm so picky. I can only eat chicken. No. I love all food. It's just like, that's my favorite kind of food. Every single place. I'm not joking. I think there was even some sort of like super like apple restaurant that had like a bunch of like apple smoked bacon, like barbecue ribs or something. It was like one of those places, I forgot, but like, nope, chicken tenders and french fries. That's what sounded good, and they were delicious. Especially at Mel's Diner. Mel's Diner was really good. I want to go back there.
Like we've ordered from this restaurant many times, and I always get the same thing. The kebab. Like I'm nervous to try something else. I had Salah. I basically have Netflix again because I wanted to watch all of the House of Usher. I don't have the attention span for shows anymore. I tried watching a bunch of shows.
I'm with her on this. Ever since, I don't know, like 2010, 2000, I can't watch movies or TV shows anymore. And not to be one of those, like, I'm not like the other girls. I don't like pop culture and movie shows or no. It's just, it doesn't really interest me at all. It's just, like, you could show me a picture of someone famous and there's like a 5% chance I would probably know who it is.
Is that show really good? I kept zoning out. The only one so far that I've been watching consistently when I can is Dahmer.
Is anybody surprised? With this one especially, I'm not surprised at all.
Which I kind of stopped watching because it made me feel ick.
Yes, that's the woman that watches plane crash videos in her spare time and wanted to do something with her cat in a wood chipper or something. It's been a while, I forgot. Yeah, Sure, I'm the Queen of England.
They give you like 3 of these or 4 of these. We always put some in the freezer. So I have a ton of cucumber. Oh, yeah, by the way, so on Netflix, I always change the subject. I had Salah watch 1408. Like, whatever happened to John Cusack anyway? Is he still making movies? I haven't seen any. But, he really liked it. I didn't think he would. But he did. He was intently watching it. And the cat too in bed was like, and I was like, but the book is better. The short story is better. The movie is good, but they have to elaborate it because the short story is short, right? But I was really impressed. It's not bad. But every time I watch it, I get that Carpenter song in my head, and we've only just begun. Like over and over. What? Did you hear this video?
Yeah, no, thank you. Oh, darn. Oops, my finger slipped. I'm sorry.
Away.
Oh, whoops. Oh, no. Oh, gosh darn it. My finger slipped again. I'm so sorry.
And then tomorrow, there's something I've been craving and I have to make it.
Oh, oops. Oh, gosh darn it. Whoops. My finger slipped again. I need to get that looked at. I know.
So, yes, I like the movie. One of my favorite horror movies because I love the story. Have you guys read the short story? If you really want a creepy short story, actually, a lot of the stories in Stephen King's Everything's Eventual are so good. You have to read them. Save the rice.
Oh, thank God. I was very worried there for a moment. Okay, anyways.
And one of those stories is 1408. And it's pretty short. I mean, it's long enough, I guess, but it's really, really good. Creepy. The best haunted hotel story besides The Shining. I might even like the 1408 more. No, who am I kidding? Actually, yes, because I like Kubrick's reimagining of The Shining more than the novel in certain ways. Don't kill me. for saying that. Got something wet on the bottom, so I have to wait. I have to vacuum pretty much every time I do a mukbang. Messy.
Which is a surprise to nobody. Like, girl, have you seen how you eat? Come on.
Eat. I don't know what that was.
You're coping with food, Chantal. It's not that hard to see.
Okay.
Okay, oh no, whoops. Gosh darn it.
Okay, guys. That's it for this video. Thank you for listening to me rant. I will always give my opinions respectfully, but that's why I have...
I'll give my opinions respectful. Okay, well, nobody asked for your opinion. Number 1. Number 2, just keep them to yourself and stuff yourself. That's best advice I can give you.
My channel. So I can talk about what I want. And,
Okay, well then don't be mad when someone else has an opinion about what you say. Reaction channels also get paid, Chantal. I love that for you the most.
yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!
Okay, bye. The most infuriating but draining, I feel like, is more appropriate. With that being said, though, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.